This morning, Maryland Governor Wes Moore is slamming the Trump administration's decision to deny FEMA funding to his state. So this is in response to devastating flooding back in May. The governor had asked the federal government for millions of dollars to rebuild severely impacted roads, bridges, and also buildings in 2 counties.
I told the Trump administration directly that I thought this decision was petty, that it was partisan, and that there was no basis for it. It is unprecedented for a governor of Maryland to be able to put in for emergency disaster federal relief, especially when we not just hit the criteria, we exceed the criteria.
A FEMA spokesperson telling CNN when we had asked about this that it worked closely with Maryland officials to evaluate the request for aid, noting, quote, "This decision, just like all disaster requests, was based on policy, not politics." Joining me now, the mayor of one of those Maryland towns hit very hard by this historic flooding is Judy Hamilton, joining us from Westernport. Madam Mayor, it's good to have you with us this morning. I see your town was hit hard. I mean, there was clear devastation in so many areas of the town. What is your understanding of why this FEMA request was denied? Was it policy or was it politics?
We really wasn't given a clear understanding. We are hoping it was not politics. During emergency disasters, politics should not play a part in it, regardless of what party you are associated with. We're very confused as to why it was not approved. We were hopeful, but that unfortunately we are going to fight and do the appeal process.
We mentioned, some of the things that the governor had put in terms of that request. I mean, this is directly what you saw in Westernport. We're talking about roads that are damaged, that were taken out. I know that a number of residents had severe damage. They are trying to get hot water heaters replaced. They're trying to get the damage in their homes and businesses fixed. Where does all of that stand, given that these FEMA funds are not going to be coming through, at least as of now?
We have one road that is currently closed down without those FEMA funds. We're looking at a long period of time before it can be repaired. The town just doesn't have the income to do that. That road is a main road that is used by approximately 8 to 10 first responders to respond to emergency calls. Without the use of that road, they have to go a different route, which will add time onto the emergency response. So that is a concern of the town. The bigger concern is our residents. Most of these residents lost their furnaces. We've been working with Department of Social Service, County United Way, and several agencies that have made wonderful donations to supply appliances and hot water tanks. But the greatest concern right now is winter is approaching, and these homes are going to be without heat.
Yeah, absolutely. There's also a certain level of PTSD, frankly, that comes after people have survived an event like this every time it rains. And I imagine that is really weighing on the community.
Absolutely. We have had residents that have stated, as soon as it starts to rain, my anxiety goes through the roof. They're down there checking those basements. They're checking the water levels. So there definitely is a lot of anxiety in the town with weather issues right now.
The governor, you were with the governor, I believe, on Sunday, as well as with some other lawmakers. He had said, of course, he's appealing the decision. Did he have any updates for you over the weekend?
He just assured us he would fight. Governor Moore has been there with me since the night it happened. He called me at 11 p.m. the night of the flooding as I watched the town flood, and he assured me he would be with us and he would help us get through that, and he has held true to that promise. He's visited several times. He has been in contact with me. He's been very helpful for the town of Westernport, and we appreciate everything that he has done.
Mayor Judy Hamilton, thank you for taking the time to join us this morning, and I hope we could stay in touch, because I would like you to keep us updated on the progress there for Westernport and hopefully maybe some funding coming through. Thank you.